world that manages to make Ashe look like a hyper carry pretty much at all times.
Exactly, and it's also great for the composition. Toss out the arrow, throw in everything else they have for the wombo combo. But if you can do this, I can do it too, says iBoy.
It also makes their 2v2 already very dominant in terms of its pushing power. You're looking across at an Alistar, he's not going to help much there. So the only champion that really can match Ashe is Caitlyn in terms of push.
Varus actually going to be the final lock-in though.
Line damage, AoE damage, Varus is a good option, but this is what we expected. It's going to be the two utility ADCs.
Yeah, but also that final ban was Xayah, not Rumble, and it does give the possibility for Mouse now to pick it here.
It's a part of his most played champions, the Rumble. It's almost expected that he'll go towards this. And now that he does, he locks it in. You have to remember that they're missing one of those extra tanks. And that's where the Sejuani and Alistar make up for it. That's where Varus, having engaged, is able to help compensate for all of that.
And I also feel like this is one of the biggest mistakes that RNG have made in this draft phase. This is an excellent composition for Rumble. You've got so much physical damage on the rest of the map. You're free to take a magic damage top laner. It is one of Mouse comfort picks. So, you know, by targeting iBoy, I think they kind of gave Mouse exactly what he wanted and exactly what EDG's comp needed. We're
getting a lot of Game 5 champions coming across here. Pulse Karma is one of those. Alistar also the other one that got the victory for EDG on the back of Mako. This is going to be one of those games, I think.
Yep, that final pick locked in. And RNG, I mean, they do have a good comp at the end of the day. They have the engage, they have the damage, they have all the pieces. But are you preferring the EDG composition, Frost?
I mean, I like what EDG have done with this composition in the past. Right now, the primary thing that I'm looking at is all the pressure and the priority on minions that RNG have, and what that means for MLXG to start blitzing into Clearlove's jungle. If you control Clearlove, you control EDG. When they get ahead in this series, it's because he's getting those ganks off bottom, that he's able to dig his lanes out of it. If MLXG is constantly in his face, he doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to gank his side of the jungle because
very early.
Alistar revealed it. This is
going for the
Uzi has it. You can see they got all the way around.
The cheese!
Uzi going towards the top side. He's locked down. Clear the following after as well. The knock-up. There's nothing he can do! EDG claim first blood, and maybe they put to rest Uzi's dream.
And who else would you want?
More calls coming out, trying to farm up, but it's the Cataclysm in the top lane. Flag drag misses, Mouse sidesteps it, but ultimately all he can do is try and hit this minion wave, because eventually he's going to die to the hands of MLXG.
Repeat gank in the top lane, knowing that there's no flash there from Mouse, and fantastic work from MLXG, and Let Me flashing onto him, not letting him escape.
Uh-oh, Xiaohu.
Taking this time to clear the wall, because Clearlove is over
flash.
the wall. He does have flash, makes the jump, but so does both members of EDG. They want him dead. Shockwave will buy enough time, will win it. Oh, the Connie, it's enough damage. Scout got the kill.
Oh, he might be. All right, he's going to survive. That was very close from the side of Scout. Just a little bit off with his culling direction, but they get the trade. EDG still on the board.
And such an uncharacteristic mistake from Xiaohu. The fact that the jungler was exposed top lane, they knew that MLXG wasn't in your back pocket, and he chose well, so they can continue to push through if they choose so, because the wave is preserved.
Yeah, there's no teleport there for Mouse as well on that Rumble. So.
And there's no equalizer.
Trying to convert this into mid-lane play, gets the knock-up, and the lockdown as well for Clearlove. That will be Clearlove securing that kill, though. He is knocked back by MLXG. Simply doesn't have the damage to get the return.
There you go, Clearlove.
What? Clearlove just got nailed by 2 turrets.
It's not great right there. That
said, really have anywhere to go.
Good job on the dive.
I mean, generally you'd recommend just walking through. What's he chasing down onto this one? Lands the tether, but now he's locked in place. Uzi will follow over the arrow. That's a couple seconds while the rest of the team will try and collapse in. Scott actually turned this one around.
Oh, that cast!
But throw back in, pinballed into the team. Scout will fall.
MLXG is on fire right now, but the fight's not over.
It's still ensuing. Look at Let Me. He's looking for this potential engage. Cataclysm comes down on top of 2. Shockwave ready to be used. Mouse over the wall as well. There it is. Flag drag. Now Let Me's underneath the tower. Final tower shot. Clear with the kill.
It's getting very messy now on Summoner's Rift. RNG desperate for the re-engage. The Shockwave, he wanted to hold on to it. Wanted to hit the carries, but he had to go on the tanks. It was then or never, and it just wasn't what they were after.
And now they have the creep wave, but most importantly, the health and the blue buffs on multiple members, so they can continue to chip away not only at the structure, but at EDG underneath it. Fish in a barrel.
And to be perfectly honest with you, you have to look at why all...
See belly bop.
Oh, speaking of...
I feel like we just saw this one, but this is not a replay. This is happening in top lane, and Scout will die again. Setup from MLXG.
Scout had flash this Rust.
Uzi needs to be so careful. Mako still has flash here.
Uzi stepping up, he
still has flash!
But he just right on top of Equine comes out as well. Uzi is dead! And MLXG close to follow. Not a kill over to the Rumble.
I don't know what he thought was going to happen there.
Uzi, that was a very big positional error. The tower dies. Maybe he expected MLXG to come in front of him, but either way, he's the one who goes down. He falls short, and suddenly EDG continue to push in.
They'll take this inner turret for sure here, Rusty. And it seems like Xiaohu, not much he can really do other than throw out his ball and stop and continue and pushing for us.
But this is the EDG that we expected to come into the series. If they're playing at their best, this is what they look like. We said EDG have been an early game team this entire split. It's
to go. Top lane, though, did complete a big item in terms of Black Cleaver. Mid lane as well, Xiaohu ready to go. But you're right, there was a mismatch in terms of Uzi.
Deep teleport.
This is very deep. What's Let Me looking for? It seems if he can cut someone off. He finds iBoy, misses the flaming grab, but look at the damage!
Just gets one hit.
Xiaohu and Let Me combined.
And that's all it takes, is a split-second decision like that. It's now inside track for RNG. The Rift Herald.
EDG do have control over the map to start this one off. Right now in a head-on fist fight. Actually got to hold that fort because Xiaohu being chased out here. Data corruption, flash, and everything used on Xiaohu, but eventually he falls.
How clean is Scout on Lucian? That's exactly what we're saying. The fact that he knows his target. EDG are behind him. The vision is set up. Xiaohu, that's the second time this game has been caught.
But Clear's going to ward him off. Scout, he's having to kick back towards MLXG, but the ultimate misses. Flag drag, and the flash as well. He needs the Cataclysm to secure this and will go down. Mako turned up to the play, but he's trying to disengage for Clearlove.
They had to use a lot more than they would have liked to secure Scout there ultimately with the...
Clearlove jumps over the wall, but the teleport has been started by RNG. EDG might actually just full disengage from this and be happy with the teleport.
And he completed the teleport because he had to be there. They don't even choose to kill Let Me. They let him go away. Teleport advantage now for EDG. They can play this slow. They can set this one up.
RNG actually closing off this path. Arrow is looped by Uzi, but here's the rest of the team there, and unfortunately Clear was the one to soak it.
But it still zones them out. MLXG's also being a nuisance on the side. It's allowing them chip damage on this tower.
Wait, look at this. They actually can't go for it. They step right through the Orbrain there with the shockwave. There could be the equalizer, but does barely anything. And in the backline, Uzi will be falling, and the rest of EDG converge. Xiaohu putting down the damage, but he's just being zoned away by Scout. He flashes the wall into the face of MLXG. It's a 2-for-2 trade overall.
I think that's all the trade's going to be for the moment, but EDG still looking with their jungler around the Baron area. RNG's health bars are so low that you'd have to expect it.
And he goes right through that one. Chain of Corruption wasn't even close to landing. And Mouse is up to the side. Where's Equalizer going down? There it is. Right on top of RNG. Is this the turnaround? He's still alive. 2 kills to EDG.
They're continuing to chase.
Ming, he will be falling. Cunning puts him down. Double kill to Scout.
Not just 2 kills, 3, and it means the Baron is open for them to take. They don't need to try and siege into an Orianna. The free objective that makes that sieging easier in future engages.
And the only thing is that, yes, MLXG is alive, but he doesn't have flash, and he has to go through Mako first.
This is just going to be it. Yeah, EDG just going to take this one. There is no contest right now from RNG. They actually just... MLXG's gone boss side to take Grom. He knows he can't stop this one.
A lot of these victories, I'm not going to call it a gimmick, but it is kind of a one playbook team, but hold on.
The arrow connects onto Mako. He's actually holding his ultimate for now. Shockwave will drag him back. Uzi will get out of that one with a Quicksilver Sash. MLXG knocked up. They're actually going for the attack line. Knocked into the back. MLXG's down.
They take out the jungler of RNG, and EDG again. Mako threatens. At any moment, EDG can win the entire thing.
Xiaohu zoning away with the ball, doing his best. Ming trying to do the same, but he's just a calmer at this point in time. Inhibitors down. 2 inhibs are falling. Uzi loses the arrow. He moves on to Clearlove. He's backing away. Flag drag. Where's Cataclysm? Well, it's all the ultimate thrown out. Massive cast from MLXG. And the ultimate used by Xiaohu. They take down Mouse. Mako now under attack, under fire. Scout caught out. Flag drag. Ultimate. Scout needs to back this one away. Clearlove needs to disengage from this fight.
And RNG will not go quietly into the night. That was a frame-perfect QSS from Uzi on the Clearlove ultimate. Just continued to walk down and force EDG out of the base.
He'll do everything in his power to hold on to this game.
It's getting to a bubbling point. Just one engage, anything from anybody. Both teams playing this so slowly around this inhibitor.
And it's so tense. There's so much respect being paid by EDG. They don't want to...
There it is. Mako started it. They come the equalizer. Ming's down. They follow up. Scout caught out. Cataclysm comes in. and let me off to the side. Mouse will put him in a body bag, and the rest of the team chases them down. EDG have denied Uzi once again. EDG, they're onto the Nexus. Mako pushing them back, shoving Uzi away, but here's Tenacious. He's trying, but he can't do it. EDG, the most dominant team the region has ever created, will claim their 5th LPL title.
Out of 8 attempts at a final, Edward Gaming have made it 6 times, and out of 6 appearances, they hold 5 titles.
And this is the first time they've come in as underdogs, not expecting to beat RNG. RNG heavy favorites, but still they stand strong 0-2 down, and they get to hoist up their trophy in victory.
The reverse sweep is complete. It was 2-0 to RNG. They had it in their sights, and 3 times